This one, but USC has not thrived in these areas. Slovis, pressure comes. It was picked up pretty nice. Better here tonight. Handoff and a big hole. Malapei cuts it inside, gets knocked forward. Problems again early in this season. 2nd and 12 across the middle.
The next week isn't even promised. It was really hard to deal with, but they've tried to turn that in.
Of this season. Slovis throws it over the top. Senior in high school. There were some who thought he was the best high school football player. Right next, seeing a lot of St. Brown in this game. He was a little banged up during the first half. We'll see with him 33 yards. 3rd and 6. Slovis in the pocket. Little. His family called him Bruiser, and they shortened it to Brew. Brew McCoy in high school. There were folks who thought, well, that's the best high school player in the country. 2 of them in the same position group. There's a missed tackle. NFL prospect on the offensive line. Delayed handoff straight ahead, and there's the speed of Keenan Kristen. In fairness, we did. They're going to check it down to their running back.
Trojan family, what's up, man? Listen, you guys probably want to know why is USCJ showing you this clip from Utah, the 2020 season? Why am I showing you this clip, man? You say, hey, is USCJ trying to bring some bad memories back, man? No, I'm not. Absolutely not. In fact, we won that game, man. It's 2020, and we won that game, man. But listen, this is the reason why I'm showing you that game. I want to show you guys something, and it's very hard for me to believe that these analysts, when I'm listening to different analysts, when they describe or when they're trying to put analysis on a season for next season, this upcoming season, it's very hard for me to even realize or even think that they're even studying film, that they're even looking at film. So check this out. So I'm listening to Calvin Coward, and he has Joe Clyde, a guy from Fox Sports, on there, right? And so he's interviewing them, and they basically talking about the schedule, and he thinks that we're going to go 9-3, Utah this, Utah that, UCLA, whatever. And I'm just, I hear this. I'm constantly hearing this from different people, across the college football landscape. I'm constantly hearing the same. They're echoing the same thing. They're saying USC, Utah, they got to get Utah. They got to get across Utah. Utah's so powerful. They're so strong. The interior play is this. Well, I had to go back. Last year was 2021, right? Last year was 2021. That year that you see in the video, that's 2020, right? So we went down there. Beat Utah 33-17. And here's the deal. Even as I'm studying that film, even though we won, I'm studying it, and I'm looking at a lot of missed assignments. I'm looking at a lot of missed blocks. I'm looking at just a lot of this lackadaisical, just kind of casual behavior on the field, just undisciplined, and just a lot of, just being casual with the ball, even as it relates to the quarterback. But, my main issue is this. As I study the film, they forget, okay, Utah beat us last year, right? They beat us last year, and even watching the first half of that game, it wasn't no blowout. I'm just constantly looking at the game, and I'm looking at, a pretty competitive game. And I'm looking at a lot of just, undisciplined play. I'm looking at a lot of, even on this one, 2021, I'm looking at a lot of missed opportunities, man. And so here's the issue with me. These people in the media act like Utah is just some type of major powerhouse that we hadn't even came across, forgetting that we played them the year before, right? They're forgetting that we played Utah the year before and beat them, and played in the Pac-12 championship in 2020. Utah beat us in 2021. So I'm trying to understand, where is all this? And if you look at it, Utah, even next year when they're coming in this season, they lost one of their main playmakers on the offense, which is, I think his name is Cubby. That little guy running all over the place, man. You see what he did to Ohio State, kick returns, receiving yards. I mean, he was doing it all. That guy was a game breaker. He was a game breaker. He was like a little Julian Edelman, man. But listen, here's the other point. And then they lost some key defensive players. And so as I'm looking at this thing with Colin Cowherd, I'm just like, man, these guys can't be studying film. They're looking at some things and they're judging it off. Everybody in the country pretty much is judging it off a 4-8 season, forgetting that we beat Utah the year before. That's the film right there to prove it. But so you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram, because it's one of those things, man. It gets to me, and they're not understanding. Like, you put our players, the players that we got, you match them up piece for piece and player for player, and understand the talent level that we got. Flip that talent, man, and we now got this talent. It's like you got to put all this stuff into play. Like, what are you guys looking at? I'm not understanding it, man. USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. Now check this out. Before I get to my main thing I want to talk about, listen, did you guys see Lincoln Riley's he put out a little tweet this morning, man. I think this is a phenomenal tweet, man. Let me read this to you. It was a tweet, and it's basically talking about, it's a recruiting tool actually, and it's basically talking about the benefits of coming to USC, not only as a football player, but as a student, and what benefits you have when you get out of the University of Southern California, when you graduate from the University of Southern California. But he puts this tweet up, and it says average starting salary once you graduate from USC is $68,000. Then he says, then it has here, average mid-career salary is $130,000. And then he has here, this is a game changer here. He says, 29 billionaires from the University of Southern California. 29 billionaires. And see, this is the thing. I know they have some billionaires, but I didn't realize it was 29 billionaires. But this is the thing, that Alabama can't compete with that. A lot of these other schools, now you got Texas A&M and Texas, they compete with that because they have the big oil field money. But when you're talking about boosters, when you talk about people that have major support, major long money to be able to support the University of Southern California and with the NIL, this is what's causing problems right now. This is what the major issue is right now. And for the Pac-12 and the SEC commissioner, we about to get into that. For the Pac-12 and the SEC commissioner to go together to these meetings to try to solve NIL problems, and I'm thinking like, wow. Pac-12 commissioner, you think the SEC guy's looking out for you, and now we just seen that he's talking about his own playoff, and you think he's looking out for you? But let me tell you what else it had on here. And it said notable companies run by the Trojans. It's Oakley glasses. You got the Lakers that support them, ran by the Lakers, and you got Marvel Studios. You got Riot Games. So you got all these things. You got all these major boosters. You got all these companies that support the University of Southern California. That makes it an incredible benefit. And it's 375,000 alumni worldwide. So you got all these benefits that, USC is worldwide, man. When you're talking about alumni and the impact that they've made in the communities locally and the impact they made in the whole world globally. USC has they got major contributors to the NIL, man, and this is the major problem. They know, this is why they know that USC is on their way back as it relates to the NFL. And for the Pac-12, now I'm about to flip it, for the Pac-12 commissioner to go with the SEC commissioner, and then for the SEC commissioner, I told you guys when we first found out that the Pac-12 and the SEC commissioner was supposed to be going to the Senate to try to put some type of legislation and implement something to try to control this NIL. I told you that, I can't understand why he's going with them, because he's not looking out for his best interest. It made absolutely no sense. And so then he turns around, the SEC commissioner, Shanky, he turns around and says that he wants to possibly have his own playoff. They're going to discuss it during the spring meetings. And so now we see yesterday, and you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, USCJ32 on Instagram, USCJ32 on Twitter. You guys tell me what you guys think about this one. For Lincoln Riley, for USC is the face of the Pac-12, right? USC is the face of the Pac-12. And for them to put out a schedule yesterday, and looking at that schedule, and for the first game to be on the Pac-12 network where nobody can see it, you guys hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Do you think this is a disrespect? I just don't understand, this guy doesn't get it. First of all, you're going with the SEC commissioner, but then to showcase your talent, to showcase your coach that's getting all the buzz from all of the national media, to showcase your coach, and you would think that you would want to do that. But now you got the first game against Rice. Sure, it might be a blowout, but who cares? You want to show that. You want to put that on display because ultimately it's going to help the Pac-12 as a whole, right? USC is the face of the Pac-12, so you want to do something that's going to benefit the Pac-12. So, man, you guys hit me in the comment section. You hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Do you think this is a disrespect to the Lincoln Riley era? I mean, what do you guys think, man? Because in my opinion, I just think it's a slap in the face. You guys can hit me in the comment section. If I'm wrong, let me know. You guys let me know. I just think the game should be on a national level, or something to where everybody can be able to see this thing, man. I mean, come on, man. So listen, hit me in the comment section. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. USCJ32 on Instagram. USCJ32 on Twitter. You guys fight on, fight on, fight on.